morning to all of you. Myself Suraj Kumar Soni, and today we are going to study about chapter P block elements, and this is the part number 4. We have already discussed the part number 1, 2, 3, and you have to watch this video first, then you can understand this video. In that video, we will discuss about group number 16 because group number 15 is already described in part 1, 2, 3. So I would like to tell you, just watch that videos, then you can understand very well, because on that video I explain the 15 group total completely, and that video I told about some important compound of nitrogen like nitric acid, nitrous acid, hypernitric acid, some important compounds of nitrogen, and you have to watch this video properly. If you are unable to understand, watch this video again and again, and you can ask me the question. Now we start. First, see the index what you will do study in this video. First, 16 group element, their electronic configuration, and then physical property. In the physical property you will study about the ionization energy, then atomic size, then electronegativity, oxidation state, anomalous behavior of oxygen, electron gain enthalpy, then element state of the oxygen and sulfur, then sulfur structure, then chemical property of 16 group elements, then trend in chemical reactions, reaction with hydrogen, reaction with halogen, then oxo acid of sulfur, then dioxygen. These topics we will discuss in this video. Video length will be estimated 30 to 35 minutes, so you have to watch this video, complete video, for the better understanding. Now first, what the elements are present in the 16 group. 16 group contain oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Ohm, zinc, Se, TPO. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Now the electronic configuration. First we will study about the atomic number. Atomic number, you know, atomic number of oxygen is 8, and atomic number of sulfur is 8 plus 8 16, and atomic number of selenium is 16 plus 18 34. So you can find the atomic number. How you can find? Addition of 8, 18, 18 and 32, 32. Okay. Now electronic configuration. Electronic configuration, I would like to tell you how you can determine the electronic configuration. Just look at that. In the p block elements, all the incoming electron enter into the p orbital, so that's why we call the p block elements. Okay. And the general electronic configuration of p block is ns2 np126. Okay. It is the for 13 group electronic configuration is 2h2 2p1. For 14 group 2h2 2p2. For 15 group 2h2 2p3. For 16 group 2h2 2p4. So the general electronic configuration is 2h2 2p4 of the 16 group element. So the electronic configuration of, we are talking about the 16 group, so the electronic configuration of oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. Oxygen 2h2 2p1 2p4. Then electronic configuration of sulfur is 3s2 3p4, and electronic configuration of selenium is 4s2 4p4. So this is the series of the electronic configuration of 16 group elements. So you can see very well and understand very well. And now look at the theory. This is the electronic configuration: oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium and polonium. 6s2 64, because so that's why we can say that outermost cell contains 6 electron in the outermost cell. Okay. So oxygen can gain 2 electron or it can donate 6 electron. 6 electron, for donation of 6 electron it is very difficult, so 16 group element gain 2 electron. That's why their oxidation state is -2. 2, that is the oxidation state of 16 group element. Now shift to next slide. First, atomic energy. Second is atomic size. When you move from top to bottom, atomic size increases, and we move from left to right, atomic size decreases. Top to bottom, atomic size increases because number of cell increases, and left to right, atomic size decreases because number of cell not increases but number of electron increases. Now ionization energy. I told you in the last video what is the meaning of ionization energy. The minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from the outermost cell is called the ionization energy. Ionization energy of 15. Ionization energy depend on the size and half-filled full-filled stability of the orbital. Okay, again I would like to tell you ionization energy depend on the size and stability of the orbital. If the orbital is half-filled or full-filled, it is highly stable and it has the high ionization energy. If the orbital is small in size, then it has the high ionization energy. So we can say that 16 group element has configuration is NH2. Electronic configuration of 16 group is 15 group and 16 group. Electronic configuration of 16 group is NH2, NP3, NP4, and electronic configuration of 15 group is NH2, NP3. So 15 group is highly stable because it contains the half-filled orbit configuration. So we can say ionization energy of 15 group is high compared to 16 group. Okay. Now the next topic is electronegativity. Our next topic is electronegativity. This is the another physical property of the 16 group elements. Okay, and electronegativity, it depends upon the size of the element. When you move from top to bottom, electronegativity decreases, and top bottom has the highest electronegativity. Oxygen has the highest electronegativity in their group, but electronegativity depend on the half-filled fluid orbital. 15 group element has the lowest electronegativity, highest electronegativity compared to 16 group elements because it has the half-filled configuration 2h2 and 2p3, nh2 and p3. That is the configuration of 15 group element, and 16 group element configuration is nh2 and p4. That's why we can say that 16 group element has high electronegativity. Now move oxidation state. 16 group element means oxygen family, that is called chalcogen. Oxygen family so -2 oxidation state because it can gain 2 electron to complete the octet, and it can show +6 oxidation state. So it is very difficult to show +6 oxidation state. That's why it shows -2 oxidation state. Okay, and now anomalous behavior of the oxygen. How the oxygen show the anomalous behavior? Because it has the smaller in size, it do not contain the vacant d orbital, it has the highest electronegativity, it has the highest ionization energy, and it has the NS. That's why oxygen show the anomalous behavior on in their group. Now electron gain enthalpy. What is the meaning of electron gain enthalpy? Means when we add an electron to the outermost cell, how much amount of energy release, that is called electron gain enthalpy. Okay, along a period electron gain enthalpy increases more negative because of the attraction towards the electron because of the increased effective nuclear charge. Down the group, electron gain enthalpy keeps on becoming less negative because nuclear charge decreases and size increases. So the trend was expected. The highest electron gain enthalpy of in the group is oxygen, then decreases sulfur, selenium, and tellurium. That is a wrong trend because sulfur has the smallest size compared to oxygen due to inert pair effect. Due to inert pair effect and low shielding effect, sulfur has the smallest size compared to oxygen, compared to selenium. Compared to selenium. That's why the trend will be oxygen, then sulfur, then selenium, then tellurium. Okay. When you move from top to bottom in any group, in p block elements, second period, third period elements shows the smaller size due to inner pair effect and due to shielding effect. The shielding effect is high, that's why size decreases, and second element like sulfur so the smaller size compared to oxygen. That's why sulfur has the highest electron gain enthalpy. Please note that oxygen has the lowest electron gain enthalpy than the sulfur because due to the small size of oxygen, the incoming electrons suffer repulsion, therefore electron gain enthalpy is less negative as compared to the sulfur. This whole group is called the chalcogens as they are ore forming. For example, aluminiums for the oxide ore, and mercury from the cinnabar ore, and zinc from the zinc blende ore, and galena is a ore of lead. Formula of zinc blende is ZnS. Formula of galena is lead sulfide PbS, and formula of cinnabar is HgS. That's why the formula that is form ore. Electron state of the oxygen and sulfur. Elementary state means they present in the free state. Oxygen exists as a diatomic gas, whereas a sulfur exists as a S8 in the solid form in a puckered ring structures as shown in the figure. That is a ring structure. That is, you can say, that is the crown structure of sulfur element. Okay. Now sulfur crown like structure. Sulfur sulfur is found in the form of S8. In case of oxygen, p pi bonding take place, but in sulfur no such bonding take place. That is the reason oxygen exists as a gas, but sulfur exists in the form of solid. Sulfur form d pi p pi bond, but oxygen form p pi bond. That's why sulfur found in the crown shape, solid shape, and oxygen found in the gas. Now the chemical property of 16 group elements. What is the chemical property of 16 group elements? First, their chemical reaction trend. The order of the reactivity of the group 16 element is given because the oxygen is small in size, so the reactivity is very high. That is, oxygen is quite reactive, and as we move down, the reactivity decreases. Oxygen is the group is quite reactive as the bond between the oxygen atom is quite strong, and the energy required to break it as is 493 kilojoule per mole. Almost all the reactions of oxygen are exothermic, therefore the reactions are called the combustion reactions. Okay, the most stable compound of these groups are solenoids and the tellurides. Now reaction with the hydrogen. How the 16 group element react with the hydrogen and form the hydride. When any 16 group element like oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and polonium react with the hydrogen, it form hydride, just like the MH2 type. Okay, these are the hydride of the 16 group element: H2O, H2S, H2Se, H2Te. These are the hydrides. All of them have been band geometry with sp3 hybridization. The geometry shown by them is this was the band geometry, but the reason is behind that because it contains the two lone pair of electron. So there is a repulsion. Due to repulsion, it shows the band geometry and the sp3 hybridization. I think you know very well. We have three elements like methane, CH4, ammonia, and water. All the three elements shows sp3 hybridization, but the geometry of the CH4 is tetrahedral, geometry of ammonia is a pyramidal, and geometry of the water is bent due to lone pair, and lone pair bond pair repulsion. Now move to next slide. This is the structure of the water. All of them have been geometry with sp3 hybridization. The geometry shown by them, that is geometry of the water. OH2O, then and this is the lone pair. 1 and 2 lone pair are present, and the bond angle is 104.5 degree, and that is the net dipole moment because oxygen has a high electronegativity, so the shifting of the electron from hydrogen to oxygen, so the net dipole moment is high, and so the dipole moment. The property of the hydrides are, first of all, we have to see bond angle. The bond angle decreases when down the group because when we move from, in the case of hydride, when we move from top to bottom, size increases, so repulsion between the lone pair and the lone pair decreases. That's why bond angle also decreases. That is the order of the bond angle. You can see H2 has the highest bond angle 104.5, and the H2S, then H2Se, then H2Te. That bond angle decreases. Now the basic character. Basic character means those compounds which donate OH minus ion, that is called basic character. That's the basic in nature. Or you can say that the compound which donate electron is called basic in nature according to Lewis base theory. Okay, it refers to ability of the molecule to donate electron because all the element of all the hydrides of the 16 group element contain the two lone pair of electron. That's how they are basic in nature, and their basic character increases when down the group because they can easily donate the electron. You can see H2Te is the highest basic, and H2 is the least basic. Okay, now stability. What is the meaning of stability? The stability of the hydride depend upon the compressibility of the size. The order of stability of the hydride is due to increase in size, bond strength increases, due to which bond dissociation energy decreases. When you move from top to bottom, size of hydride increases. That's why bond dissociation energy decreases and the stability also decreases. So if the element, if the compound like H2O, it is small in size, so it has a short bond length and has the highest bond dissociation energy, so it has the highest stability. But the H2TE has a long bond length, so it needs the low amount of energy, low bond dissociation energy. That's why H2TE is the lowest stable. Now reducing character. Reducing character means how much amount it can be reduced. If the compound reduces the any other substance, that is called reducing property. The order of reducing property increases from top to bottom. In the case of hydride, the order reducing character of hydrides are out of them. In case of H2T, the bond strength is low. Therefore, reducing character is lowest, is highest. Printing mistake is here, highest. Now boiling point. Boiling point is depend on the molecular mass and van der Waals force between the element. Okay, the boiling point depend on the van der Waals force, and the van der Waals force increases with increase in the size. When you move from top to bottom, van der Waals force increases. That's why molecular mass also increases and boiling point also increases. Okay, this is the order of the boiling point. In case of the water and H2S, water has the highest boiling point because it forms the hydrogen bond, and it forms the hydrogen bond, but H2 does not form the hydrogen bond. That's why H2 found in the liquid form, but H2 is found in the gas form. Okay, this is very most important question. These important question I will describe to you at the end of this chapter. Okay, so many important question I have for this chapter. Don't worry about it. Just read the theory and do it. Then we will discuss about the questions. Now reaction with the halogens. What is the reactivity of the halogen? We know that 16 group element contain the two electrons in the outermost shell. That's why it form the MX2 type of halides like MS2, and it can also form the MX6 type of halide. The order of the stability of the halogen is, when you move from top to bottom, bond length increases, so bond dissociation and energy decreases, and stability also decreases. Again, I would like to tell you, when you move from top to bottom, size increases, so bond length between two elements increases, but then bond length increases and the bond dissociation energy decreases, so it become low stable. So fluorine has the highest stable and stability decreases from fluorine to iodine. The group 16 element react the iodine to form the tetraiodide, and oxygen only the forms a halide OF2 and O2F, but out of them oxydifluoride is the most stable halide. Sulfur form the HCl2 sulfur dichloride, and SFC sulfur hexafluoride, and the SF4 sulfur tetrafluoride. The geometry of the SF4 is tetrahedral and hybridization is sp3, and geometry of the SF6 is a octahedral, and trigonal bipyramidal with hybridization is sp3d2 as shown here. Okay, this is the geometry of the SF4 and SF6. Geometry of the SF4 is tetrahedral and geometry of the SF6 is trigonal bipyramidal, and the hybridization is sp3d2, and hybridization of this compound is sp3. Okay, now oxo acid of sulfur. Now another compound is sulfur. Oxo acids of sulfur. Some important acids of sulfurs are given. First one is sulfurous acid, H2SO3. Second one is sulfuric acid, H2SO4. Then thiosulfurous acid, then thiosulfuric acid, diethionous acid, pyrosulfuric acid, and diethyonic acid, and peroxy monosulfuric acid. These are the oxo acids of sulfur. Okay, now see, the first is sulfurous acid, H2SO3, and it is reducing in nature because it can donate electrons, so it is reducing in nature. It acts as a oxidizing and reducing action both. It bleeds the articles due to reduction. The structure of the sulfurous acid is H2SO3. This is the structure of sulfuric acid. Now sulfuric acid, it is called the king of chemical, and it is used as a acid oxidizing agent, dehydrating agent. The formula of the sulfuric acid is H2SO4, and it is highly viscous due to the hydrogen bonds. It release a high amount of the energy when we mix in the water, and it is also called as a brown of oil of vitriol, and it is further concentrated and form the refractified oil. It is prepared by the contact process. Okay, H2SO4 can be prepared by the contact process, and the structure of the sulfuric acid is given. H2SO4, we can say sulfuric acid is a dibasic because it contains a 2H bond. Now thiosulfuric acid. Thiosulfuric acid, it contains a double bond between the sulfur atom, and the structure is given below. This is the structure. It forms a single covalent bond between two sulfur atoms, and this is the structure H2S2O2. This is the formula of sulfuric acid. Now thiosulfuric acid. Thio, it contains the one double bond and sulfur linkage between the sulfur atom. The structure of the thiosulfuric acid is, and the formula is H2S2O3. Sulfur contains the 6 electron in the outermost shell, so it has a 6 valency. And now the another acid is dithionous acid, and it contains the one SS bond. The formula is, this is given. This is the formula of the dithionous acid, and formula is H2S2 and O4. Pyrosulfuric acid, it is known as the oleum. It is also called oleum, and it contains the one SS linkage. The formula of the pyrosulfuric acid is given here. Sulfur dissolved in the oleum to give the clear brightly colored solution which contain the polyatomic sulfur. Contain of general formula is S4. The color of the solution depend upon the time of the reaction and the strength of the oleums. So the bright yellow color solution has the S-2, S4-2 ions. Deep blue solution contain the S8+2, and the bright red solution contain the S19+2. The structure of the sulfur pyrosulfuric acid is H2S2O8. Sorry, H2S2 and O7. This is the formula of the pyrosulfuric acid. Now diethynic acid, it contains the one SS bond, and the formula is given. This is the formula of diethynic acid. The formula is H2S2 and O6. Okay. Now another compound is sulfur is pyroxymonosulfuric acid. It contains the one peroxo group, and it is also called known as a carbo acid. It contains the one peroxo group. It in the oxidation state of the sulfur is +6, and its structure is given below. Okay, how we can determine the oxidation number? Look at that. Look at that, and H O S O O H double bond O double bond O. How you can determine the oxidation number? Sulfur has a low electronegativity and oxygen has a high electronegativity, so it gain the 2 electrons, so it form +2, and it get the it get the -2, and it get the +2. Same process here, it get the -2 and sulfur gets the +2. In the case of sulfur oxygen, it has a high electronegativity, so oxygen gets the -1 and gets the +1. Again it gets a +1 and it gets a -1. If you add these numbers, you will get the +6 oxidation state of the sulfur compound in this molecule. Now another compound is dioxygen. Formula of dioxygen is O2, and it is present in 21% in the atmosphere. It is prepared by the Cole-Wheelam seal, and the other reactions were done by the Priestley. Isotope of the oxygen is O816, O817, and O818. 3 isotopes or oxygen are present. Preparation of the dioxygen. How we can prepare the oxygen gas? We get the oxygen whenever we heat any metal oxides, like when we heat the metal oxide like mercury oxide and magnesium oxide, iron oxide, we get the oxygen gas. And some remaining metals like mercury oxide gives the mercury and the oxygen, and the magnesium oxide gives the magnesium and the oxygen. By which this process we can form the oxygen gas in the laboratory, in the industrial preparation. But in the laboratory we can prepare the oxygen by the heating of the potassium chloride, KClO3, that is called the potassium chloride. When we heat the KClO3, it gives KCl, potassium chloride, and the oxygen. This reaction occurs on heating in the presence of the MnO2. at the 420 Kelvin temperature. But how we can prepare the industrial oxygen that is used in the hospitals? The silent electric discharge is passed so that the reaction do not become the reversible. The reaction of the hydrogen and the oxygen is form the H2O. Okay, hydrogen and the oxygen is form the oxygen, that is the industrial preparation of the oxygen. Now the another property of the oxygen. What is the most important property of the oxygen? Just look at that. First of all, you know the property. I think you know the property of the oxygen because it is our vital gas. We need it for the survival of the life. Okay. First one is it is colorless, odorless, and tasteless gas. It is soluble in water. It is highly inflammable, and some chemical properties are it is neutral in nature, and it is neutral to litmus solution. It is supporter of the combustion because without oxygen we cannot combust. We don't do the combustion process. It oxidizes food and produce the energy. Reaction with the metal, it reacts with the metal to form the metal oxide like magnesium oxide and the aluminum oxide. It also react with some compound like SO2 to form the SO3 gas and ammonia to form the nitric oxide gas. And now the use of dioxin. What are the uses of the oxygen? First, it is a supporter of life. Without oxygen we cannot survive in our atmosphere, so it is supporter of life. Second is it is used in oxyacetylene flame. Point number third, liquid oxygen is used as rocket fuel. The radioactive isotope of it is used as a tracer for many chemical reactions. It is used to prepare the synthetic gases. These are the application of the oxygen. Okay, now we have to finish of this video. The remaining topics of this chapter we will discuss in the next video, and some important questions are given. Question number first, how the atomic size vary according to the group? Important question is given. Question number second, why the oxygen shows the anomalous behavior? I think you know the answer is due to small size, due to absence of the vacant d orbital. Okay. Question number third, explain the sulfur structure. Question 4, explain the basic character and the stability of the hydride. Question number 5, explain the acid of sulfur. Question number 6, how the dioxygen can be formed. Okay, these are the questions of this video. You have to do this question in your notebook. We will check it after your school reopen. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Okay, bye bye.